Or somebody could switch the sniper and throw out the spit. Come here, you motherfucker. Yeah, you can't aim for It'd be like that. It'd be like that, John Gamer. The John Gamer. Fellas, we're in the presence of the John Gamer. Hey, medic.
Gamers, it's October. And you know what that means? It's time for gambling! Every October, Team Fortress 2 likes to hold their yearly Halloween event, Scream Fortress, which lasts the entirety of October, along with an extra week in November. The first one, held in 2009, added 2 maps, Harvest and Harvest Event. Harvest was added to the normal rotation of King of the Hill maps, but Harvest Event was our first official Halloween map. It's the exact same map as Harvest, but there's a lot more ambiance, very holiday themed, very festive. As you can see, there's a darker sky, there are pumpkins, there's a little ghost that goes around scaring you. Very small, very quaint by today's standards, but it was still very fun. It also added that godforsaken Ghastly Gibbous hat. I actually love that hat. I think it's really cute. The event went over so well that Valve has continued to do a yearly Halloween update ever since, only getting bigger with each passing year. Some would say too big. Like way too big. My god. We continue to get new maps. Some maps added to the normal rotation like Mountain Lab and Hellfire. Specially themed cosmetics that you could only wear during October or full moons. A limitation that I'm not crazy about, but most community servers removed that, so that's not really a problem. We also got really fun and memorable bosses like the Horseless Headless Horseman, Monoculus, and Marasmus, along with special contracts that allow you to earn extra Halloween cosmetics by playing the Halloween maps. And above all else, more fucking crates! My first Scream Fortress was in 2011, the third one. I'll always remember beating Monoculus for the first time and getting that goofy ass hat.
Sorry to die unannounced. Oh!
I loved Monoculus because even though he interrupted the match, the game would call a complete ceasefire. It forced both teams to work together and destroy him, and I thought that was super cool when I was younger. What I didn't think was cool was fighting for my life trying to get a haunted Halloween gift. You see, back in the day, the only way you could get a Halloween cosmetic, back then called Halloween costume pieces, was by finding a haunted Halloween gift that would randomly spawn on the map. If that sounds familiar to you, a new player, that's because it worked the same way as the gargoyles in current TF2. But you see, the problem was that back then they were not tied to a specific player. Everyone on the map got the same notification that a gift spawned. So it was an all-out blood war to get that gift. It didn't matter if you were on the same team. It didn't matter if your team was about to lose. If you got that notification, you were running to find that gift. It sucked, and I'm glad they changed it. After that, I played the next 3 years worth of Scream Fortress updates, the Marasmus one being my favorite by far, mainly due to the comic that accompanied it, and of course, Marasmus being voiced by Nolan North.
Hear me! Poop! Poop in your pumpkin pants!
I of course went back and did the old stuff like fight the Horseless Headless Horseman, but I definitely stopped after 2014. Not because the updates were bad, I just stopped playing TF2 after 2014. But when I started playing again last year, I went through and did everything. Every old map I missed, every old one that I used to play, everything. That's because after I left, they added the Halloween contracts, which incentivized you to try everything by giving you Halloween cosmetics. Last year was a little rough, I admit, but I liked some of the maps they added. I really liked Crasher. I thought that was a great concept for a team-based game, letting you grow really big or protecting your really big teammate while they go deliver a bomb.
And really, I think that's the greatest strength of Scream Fortress, the map concepts.
You see, ever since Valve basically gave up and gave the players the keys to the kingdom, the community have been able to create some wildly inventive maps year after year. Which brings us to this year's Scream Fortress. Scream Fortress 15. Oh my god, 15 years, huh?
Hey, if you wear dentures, I'll bet you know the pain of getting food stuck between your dentures and gums. Like these darn seeds. Ouch!
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be going over every single map Scream Fortress has ever had, because there's just almost 50 of these things. Like, give me a break. I have a hard enough time uploading videos. I don't need that on me. No, I would rather talk about the stuff they added this year, mostly because I think what they added is really cool. Like, I had way more fun with this year's Scream Fortress than I did last year's, but it did get me thinking about Scream Fortress as a whole and how kind of bloated it is a little bit, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I'm also not going to be talking about the cosmetics because, I mean, what do you want me to say? I think they're cool. I got the 2 I wanted. There you go. That's it. Don't unbox things. It sucks.
Your ass is assing on the grass, man. Punk, yeah.
This year's update added 12 maps, 6 somewhat standard maps, and 6 zombie infection maps. Zombie infection being a community-made game mode that was added officially this year, much like Versus Saxon Hail before it in the summer update. I actually have a lot to say about zombie infection, so we'll be somewhat quick with the non-zombie ones. Mostly because a lot of them are game modes Mostly because a lot of them are just But also, I just don't have a lot to say about them outside of, oh man, this map looks really cool. Speaking of which, let's start with
Your spine!
Hey, screw this.
Spineyard is fine. I think the map looks really cool, but I hate these stupid little skeletons that appear and shoot you, especially when the models don't load. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was because I was playing it when the update just dropped and there were a bunch of issues. Some of those issues affected some other maps I'll get into a little later. But overall, Spineyard, completely fine.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
Lava Pit is a really cool looking attack defend map, but I don't really like these kinds of maps with 3 different control points on them. I prefer more linear ones. That's just a me thing. These kinds of maps have never been for me, but hey, looks cool. Also, like Spineyard, there was a really weird visual glitch when this update first dropped, where there was just like a white line across the screen that wouldn't go away. This got fixed eventually, but like, Valve, you gotta playtest these better, man. Like, it's every year. Every single year, it seems like. There's always some weird visual glitch that happens on at least one of these maps. Like, come on, dude.
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood. I'll suck your blood. Oh, shit.
Mansylvania fucking owns, man. Awesome setting, and I love player destruction. Not much else to say, I just think it looks cool.
That coochie yummy, slime. That coochie doing it for me, slime. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm getting too much money.
Slime is a decently fun King of the Hill map, but I think the Fishmen elevate it a little bit for me. I think they have a fun design, and I think the map is pretty fun to play on, but don't really have much else to say. Perks is really interesting. I don't know if it's for me, but it's a cool idea. It's an arena match, so if you get killed, you don't respawn until the next round, but your team votes on a specific perk at the start of each round, and it stays with you until the game is over. Really, really cool and unique idea, but I'm terrible at this.
It's whenever one gets voted in, it affects everybody.
It's not really for me, but really neat idea. Hope they do more with it in the future.
Who's crazy now? Who's mad now?
Corruption is a really cool looking payload map that I first experienced in a server with no one in it. I like the portal area that actually brings you to a randomly generated asylum where you have to try to escape it. And overall, I just think the map looks really, really nice, especially the final points. I think the hospital area is super cool looking.
You got it set to M for mini, when it should be set to W for Wumbo.
Sandcastle is great.
It's kind of like a reimagining of Decrute Keep, except instead of a castle on a grassy field, you're inside of a sandbox. All the mercs are shrunken down and there are little toys and trinkets strewn all over the place.
Blue Spawn even having a little piano that makes sounds if you walk on it. It's so cute. I love that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is also another map with a little portal, and that portal takes you to a platforming challenge where the final area is you hopping across on a grill just in the backyard, and it's so charming. This map just has a wonderful presentation to it. And oh my god, how could I forget? At the end of the round, the winning team gets to go inside of another portal and grow back to normal size. You can even see the winning team in the skybox if you were on the losing side. Sandcastle genuinely surprised me. I think out of all of the non-zombie infection maps, this one is the clear winner of the update for me. Great stuff. Absolutely love it. Overall, I think these maps are pretty good. I know I didn't say a whole lot for every single map, but yeah, I think all of these are really well designed and fun for the most part. 2 thumbs up for me. Alright, let's talk about the main attraction.
Dad, you killed the zombie Flanders.
You was a zombie?
Zombie infection is probably the freshest TF2 has felt to me since coming back. Didn't start out that way. Valve, please, again, you need to play test these before publishing the update.
Like I said before, it started out as a community-made game mode until it was officially added with this update.
For the record, yes, I know Infection is a game mode and other first-person shooters. I don't play other first-person shooters, so you're just getting it from my dumb TF2 adult brain perspective. Shut up!
How it works is that all players spawn at the same time, but as soon as the round timer goes to 0, a few of them will become infected. And after that, their goal is to infect every player in the server before time runs out.
Infected players get to respawn, red players do not. Red players have to survive until the timer ends.
And the timer goes up with each human that's killed. Red team gets to play the game like normal, so they have full access to their loadouts, while zombies, aka blue team, all have unique abilities depending on what class they're playing. Scouts run extremely fast while having less health. Soldiers can pounce like hunters in Left 4 Dead. See, that Left 4 Dead comparison was a little apropos, wasn't it? Pyros leave behind a gas passer cloud when killed that causes damage to players that get into it. Demomen get an explosive charge that makes them invulnerable on startup but kills them on impact. Heavies are super tanky with the most health in the game, but they're extremely slow. Engineers can throw an EMP grenade that disables buildings like sentries and dispensers. Medics have an overheal ability which heals all zombies around them, but it has cooldown. Snipers can spit an acid projectile that causes burn. And spies can let out a cute little yell that reveals the locations of nearby survivors. Sounds really cool, right? It is. It's extremely fun. But there are problems. First off, Engineer, Demo Knight, and Soldier have the ability to dominate this game mode. If the opposing team has like 2 or 3 Engineers, you're done. You're not winning that round. That's it. Like, oh yeah, sure, zombie Engineers can throw EMP grenades, but how's that gonna help when all the engineers are spread around? Especially on a map like Atoll, there are so many buildings and spots where you can just build sentry nests and you are golden. Zombies cannot get to you unless they really try and coordinate. Soldier can just go wherever he wants. I had a soldier on the map Murky that was just using the rocket jumper to go on top of trees where they're just unreachable by zombies. It's really easy to cheese it out with him. And Demo Knights, Jesus Christ, this guy just eats through zombies. If you're an Islander main, you are going to be a very happy man. It is crazy how these three can just kill everything. Now, that being said, this game mode kicks ass. It is so much fun. Oh my god, especially on Sanitarium. In my opinion, that map is the standout of the update. Really cool looking, a working elevator in areas that aren't super easy to exploit.
At least to my knowledge.
There's so many tight corridors and winding staircases that, especially if you're an engineer, feels like you can't just camp out and do damage. You and the zombies, and vice versa, are on an even playing field. At least that's how I see it.
I just think that this map is perfect at showing the strength of zombie infection, and I really hope it gets embraced by the community and we see even more maps like this because it's awesome. It has a working elevator!
I'm bored! Let's go!
Overall, I think this year's Scream Fortress is a lot of fun. I like pretty much all the new regular maps, and I absolutely love zombie infection. I hope we get more of this stuff. But at the risk of sounding contradictory, how much more do we need for the Halloween updates? I mean, we have almost 50 maps at this point. I mean, yeah, cool, they'll give us a whole bunch of contracts and we can get more cosmetics, but like look at this list, dude. Like, my god. I don't know, I feel like we're reaching a breaking point with this, but at the same time, these maps are still fun. I'll still play them every year. Plus, this year captured a little bit of that old Scream Fortress magic for me, so I guess I can't really complain too much. Well, I hope you enjoyed this incredibly pointless video, and before I go, I have a Patreon now. Go there and give me $1. That's it, it's just a tip jar. I'm not going to be promoting this at the end of every video. Have a happy Halloween, safe October. I'll hopefully see you in less than a month. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to get these videos out faster. Bye. Email bigguysforlittlefellas@gmail.com.
Yo, holy shit. Is that the John Gamer, the first ever gamer?
Holy fucking shit, I'm such a huge fan.
Oh my god, it's incredible. It's an honor to play with you, John Gamer.
He is so cool, dude. John Gamer, a word? He might be feeling a little shy right now. Oh, he's gaming! He's too busy to talk. Hell yeah.